Witness me, Smegma Crazies, and welcome back to Mad Max. We're going to continue our adventures of hunting down some convoys, shooting some Thunderpoons, and all around getting down to mischief. These dual Groovies tires are probably the ones that I'm going to stick through for basically the rest of the game. They give you an overall traction increase on all types of terrain, whereas the other ones usually specialize in either off-road or on asphalt, which, you know, you can't really guarantee where you're going to be at any given time. Though I do have to mention the shocks. We'll actually start seeing a pretty good increase in the amount of, durability we're going to get from shocks. I'm going to jump off a few different high areas, and I won't really have too much damage coming off on the landing. So your suspension actually does make a pretty big difference over time. But for now, let's go ahead and start putting this Thunderpoon to work. I mean, I've spent so much time hyping it up and not worrying about convoys. It's time to cause a little chaos.
Their lead truck carries a powerful artifact called Hood. Would serve us well to wield such a mysterious force.
So as you can see, and especially as you get more upgrades, finding any of these vehicles with only one level of armor starts to do them not nearly as much good. Vehicles with level 2 armor, they'll still be a bit more of a pain in the junk, but yeah, level 1 armor is basically useless for enemies at this point. As long as I have ammo. You know, running out of Thunderpoon caps, usually not the best idea, but sometimes it'll happen. Of course, there are a few more of these buzzard layers to take out, because really nobody likes the buzzards. But we can't seem to stop running into them, so, you know. But yeah, in the last exciting episode, Gutgash gave us a mission to come up here and find some primo steel.
Behind the bars.
And we'll find that on the way inside here.
This opens from the inside.
There's an opening. Over there. Big enough to slide through.
Stay here. I'll go around.
Oh, certainly.
This is the last scavenging location in Jeet's area, and there's a reason I didn't come in here earlier. And, well, it's because I knew I'd be back. Also, when it comes down to it, the scrap is, you know,
Should be over here.
It's always useful, but it's not always critical, I guess is how I'd put it. So I really wasn't in that big of a rush to get here.
Joy to us! You made it! Does it open? Oh, praise me! Praise me!
Praise be, chum.
Tread carefully. There are buzzards in this hole.
We have seen these little man traps, explosive traps, quite a few times, anytime we've been dealing with buzzards, and I mean, I understand why they're here, but mostly they just serve as like, I don't know, a lot of times they just feel like an unnecessary slowing factor. Still, as with most underground places we find in the wasteland, of course this is filled to the brim with buzzards, and we'll be seeing them before too long.
All blocked! Whatever it is, the angel can surely exorcise the evil!
This is not one of those spots where for some reason debris you pull down just kind of gets in the way. You can sort of force your way through, but not kinda. Physics objects, I guess.
Subway.
Eat fresh. Wait, no. There's a few bits of scrap around here, but otherwise nothing too interesting.
Oh, just leave me here then. I'll spend some quality time with my angel combustion. High-octane gut rope fuel.
Clearly, nobody ever warned that buzzard not to bring a knife to a gunfight.
There's the steel beast.
Still on rails. Where does this tunnel lead?
Oh, out, out into the great white, up high on the cliffs, and then, ooh, plummeting downwards of cubic proportions.
You know, I kind of have to wonder how Chum Bucket knows about this place. He doesn't seem like the sort of person that really goes into these areas, willingly. But...
Right. I'll use the car to push it out.
yeah, like, this seems like buzzard territory. This doesn't seem like the sort of place you'd normally find Chum Bucket, so... how is it that he knows where this place leads and things like that? Can't believe my immersion in this game has been ruined. also, for some reason, the subway noise starts before you even start pushing the car, so that's cool.
Yes, yes, she's moving. Steady pedal does it. Oh, full stop. We have to clear the path. Let's use the harpoon.
South of this bucket.
More of them filthy savage red eyes.
If nothing else, I do have to appreciate the enemy designs. You can always see the buzzards coming, even these dark areas, because, well, they've always got their little, red goggle eyes on. They're not infrared. I'm not sure what sort of goggles they would be wearing to make everything look, red, or... I don't know. But it's neat. You can generally see them coming, at least by their eyes, if nothing else, and it's almost a neat spooky factor too. Like, oh my gosh, I'm in a dark area. There's red eyes. I like it. Good character design. I approve.
Most infidels fail to recognize the sacred parts of the great spiritual schemes scattered across the hills and valleys. But I recognize their scrap as holy treasure.
So I guess what Chum there is essentially saying is that one man's trash is Chum Bucket's treasure. Or something of that nature.
Push it over the edge.
Bada boom! There she goes!
They'll be setting up a flare. Gutgash says he's going
to. As you wish. Hurry back. This place is prime pickings for raiders, vultures, scavengers, and murderers.
Sounds like my kind of people. I did mention that the suspensions on the car was going to start making a better showing. And you're about to see that right now, because hey, you know, when you can jump off of a high place... Look at that incredible lack of damage. Yeah, if we still had, like, the baseline shocks, that would pretty much tear apart the car. And granted, I landed better than I could have. But yeah, with this side mission done, eventually Gutgash will have another mission for us. But what we really upgraded was the armor upgrade, the fracas frame. which I believe is the toughest armor in the game. I'm gonna look at it shortly. Nope, one more for the toughest that we need to get Gutgash's territory down to number 1 for. But Fracas Frame, it's good armor, but it it slows you down like nobody's business. Still, pretty soon we'll have access to the ultimate V6. At which point we won't be able to make any other real big upgrades for some time, really. Almost until the end of the game. The V8 is very much the end game of Mad Max.
Great power for us.
You know, I kind of hope by hitting that guy I would have just knocked this guy off, but no such luck.
He's pulling back.
I did mention before as well that as long as you have Thunderpoons, you're pretty much unstoppable. Well, I'm about to not have Thunderpoons. I've only got 4 left, and there's more than that in number of vehicles here. So, at least one of these you'll see up ahead is not a meat wagon, but it's got jumpers on it. So, there's ways to deal with them, and I will exercise basically none of them.
One less scum. Behind those panels, there. War party approaching.
And of course, the last one missed. Why wouldn't I? So I don't recall if we already heard it in this fight, but I'm pretty sure somewhere during this convoy fight, one of the war boys yelled out, "Fang it." And I don't remember who it was that mentioned that it felt like that was just a missing, a missing phrase somewhere in the game. But yeah, during at least one of these convoy fights, I heard a war boy yelled "Fang it," which was great. Only because somebody pointed that out. I love it. So as it turns out, I was incorrect about armor on vehicles. 2 shotgun blasts apparently will do it. I don't know if that particularly requires an upgraded shotgun that does more damage to knock off armor bits, but I'm not going to complain. I just got really tired of that truck following me, so screw his wheel, done with him. All I have to do is deal with this lead vehicle, then I'll be done with this convoy. It's been a mess. It's been terrible. Now, if I was thinking using my brain, I could just use my shotgun to start attacking the red barrels, even if I was out of Thunderpoon caps, but I wasn't thinking at that point. And honestly, my grinders are actually not good enough to damage him right now. The Ripperoni need an upgrade before they can start doing some damage to some of these more armored lead trucks. I mean, we are still only at level 1 grinders. There's still 2 more levels to go. All that took longer than expected, but you know what? They're dead and I'm not. And at the end of the day, I'm okay with that. In the meantime, I think I figured out how I want to approach camps. Top dog camps usually have enough character behind them that for them I'll probably show off the whole camp. But for a lot of the smaller camps, I'll probably show off the intro into them because a lot of these areas have, the defenses are always pretty unique. I mean, they're always the same stuff, just in different combinations. But once I get inside, I'll probably start doing more of a smash cut, because hey, you know what the best part of seeing people get punched in the face is? Seeing it happen rapid fire. Yeah, a lot of the camps don't quite have enough, personality, character to carry them along. But the top dog camps, at least if not because of the top dogs themselves, always have something weird going on about them. They're usually interesting. I do always have a problem with this camp because I'm never exactly sure how to break in this gate and also get around the flame pipe. I'm sure there's a way to do it, and I thought it was going to be somewhere along like the side here where there was going to be a secret entrance, but I don't know, I never managed to find it. So, you know, sometimes just breaking in and getting right through the flames is fine. Chum, you're fine. You're fine. He was only a little bit on fire. Now, that being said, that particular technique can't be done if the flame is all the way powered up, because it turns blue and then it kills you in one hit.
When people truly became aware, it was too late. The end was upon us.
So yeah, personally, I particularly like that take on camps because they make everything go a whole lot faster. You don't have to sit here and watch me wander around aimlessly and look for stuff, and I don't have to work too hard to make myself look good. But yeah, aside from the V6 upgrade, which is honestly what I might expect from a different camp, though Pink Eye's territory usually is the one hiding all the V8 upgrades, I think. Yeah, Gutgash usually deals in vehicular armor and grills and stuff of that nature. Which makes sense. I like it.
Tales of you echo in fragments. The steel will soon be ready to face every kind of flood, be it a water or just a wave.
But of course, by helping out Gutgash, we get better armor, all sorts of neat stuff. I like Gutgash. He's a decent guy. And being in a new rank, we're getting pretty close to the end of the ranks, actually. We're getting pretty high up there. Max is looking pretty kitted out. Or at least not as, ugly as he used to be. Of course, gotta keep myself looking fresh now and then. Fresh to death.
We outrun it.
I've pondered your mystery. Found a sliver of knowing, I think. They trained you to fight and survive. You were their warrior. But you were also human. You had love and hope and future. It was all torn from you. All but your training.
No past. No, this is me. It'll always be me.
Because your flesh fears to let you think these things. Terrified that one single ember of good could ignite the mind and consume it. But in some faraway corner of yourself, it'll always smolder. You'll never escape it. But let's leave the past for the future and deal with now.
I like Griffa. He's a cool dude. Makes Max double think everything that he's doing. It's nice to have that, a humanizing factor on your otherwise wasteland legend. I think it's neat. Anyway, that'll just about do it for this episode, so until next time, stay thirsty, and I'll see you then.